We're live and getting ready for what should be another great NFL matchup. Well, we're just halfway mark of the season, and the playoff-bound teams are starting to pull away from the pack. So thanks for joining us again as the...
You know, that quarterback we just saw warming up is going to need to make sure his legs are ready, because this guy will be running him down all game. A lot of teams think that they can block him one-on-one. By the time they realize they're wrong, he's got a handful of sacks. There's a good chance that could happen this one.
The Cardinals have been waiting for this one all week. They've heard about the other team's defense, but they're looking to prove that they should be talked about as well. And we've seen how tough a defense can be when they have a chip on their shoulder, so it's something we'll keep an eye on throughout.
Look at them down there. Offense, defense, it doesn't matter. They just want to start hitting somebody. They're already hitting each other.
And let's go to the field for the coin toss.
You have called heads. Is that correct? The Lions call heads and have won the toss.
Let's get back to the action on the field. James is back and ready to put this one in the air.
Number 23 to receive.
He sends this one toward the end zone. And there's a flag on the play.
Illegal kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
How you kick a kickoff out of bounds sometimes just baffles me.
The Lions will be without one of their running backs for this game. Team officials are not sure if he'll need surgery on his elbow, but he's going to miss a lot of time either way. Man in motion. Brooks looking for room. Just won't go down. That run didn't get them much.
Yeah, there was a defender in every gap ready to make the tackle on that play.
Melissa, is there an update?
I talked to Coach McGinnis during pregame. He said that he plans on using some new guys in certain situations because of favorable matchups. We could see this early or possibly later in the game, so it's something to watch for, Al.
Thanks, Melissa. They'll go with a pass. It's broken up. The quarterback was feeling the pressure on that play.
Yeah, he felt those guys closing in and gunned the ball out of there.
Third and long. Ball on their own 41. Back to the game. They'll go with a pass. Looking for a receiver. Hakeem was the intended target. With that drop, it's now fourth down.
And that's really frustrating for a guy when he knows he could have kept the drive going, but he just couldn't hang on to the pass.
Chet will come into this game to punt. Smith will be looking to give his team good field position here. He'll be returning this one. Missed tackle. Nice moves on that big punt return.
Sometimes all it takes is making the first guy miss, finding some room.
And we're back. So they have first and 10 here. Green sets up. He's looking to pass. Passing to his left. Lots of pressure, but he was able to get rid of it.
He really had to rush that throw. That was a situation where the defensive line made the job easy for the defensive backs.
Only man in the backfield. Dropping back. Surveying the field. Passes it. No completion there. Number 81. Couldn't hang on.
It's frustrating as a coach when you see a guy make a great one-handed catch and then drop the easy one.
And we go back to the game. And they'll face a long third down here. Ball on their own 39. Only one man in the backfield. Quick drop, looking downfield. And welcome back.
Will the owner of a gray 4x4, license number L11B73, please return to the car you are illegally parked?
Player is just about ready to punt this one away. Bear will return this punt. Their last drive ended with a 3-and-out as the offense comes out onto the field again. It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 31. Lining up with their big set this time. Using motion. Dropping back. Over to his right. He finds his man. Williams brings him down at the 43. It helps to have soft hands to bring in a hard throw like that one.
Heck, that guy better count his fingers to make sure they're all there after catching that one.
1st and 10. Harrington sets up, using motion. Gets rid of it. And it's complete. He had a quick release on that pass.
And when you talk about precision passing, that's what you mean.
Two yards to go. Ball on the 50-yard line. Well, we have a stoppage in play because the coach has decided to challenge the call.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field stands. The player had control of the ball. The defense will be charged a timeout.
And the official was unable to see anything to change his mind, so the call stands.
But they took the time to make sure.
Will the owner of a green van, license number 315E88.
About 2 to go. Ball on the 50-yard line.
Set. Hut. One man. Watch the middle. Hut. 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 Hut.
Looking downfield. Tosses it over the middle.
Incomplete pass intended for number 86.
About 2 to go. Ball on the 50-yard line. Looking for an opening. Looking for blockers. He shakes the defender. And he stops at the 48-yard line. They're working on the ground.
Running the ball consistently is the first step in creating a balanced attack.
Chet is looking for a good punt here. Smith signals for the fair catch. The defense did a great job on the last series. So let's pick up the action. It's 1st and 10. The quarterback gets set with only one back behind him. Looking to throw. Looking for an option. Passing to his left. And he stops at the 47-yard line. He had time to go through his progressions and find the open man.
This guy has great confidence in his arm. He knows that he can make the completion regardless of the coverage.
So they have 1st and 10 here.
Set.
Lynch in motion.
Hut.
On the carry. And it looks like this one will be spotted at the 48-yard line. Davis tried to find some room on that carry.
Right now, they need to keep going at the defense with a run. Sooner or later, they'll be able to break one for a big game.
It's 2nd down and 9 to go. Ball on their own 48. Looking to throw. Looking for a receiver. Passes left. And he stopped at the 26-yard line. Perfect spiral on that pass.
With an arm like that, there isn't a pass that he can't make.
First and 10. Ball on the 26-yard line. Nickelback this time. Quick drop, surveying the field. Deep throw, and it's caught. The quarterback showed you his great arm on that pass.
Not only does this guy have a strong arm, but his quick release makes him very tough to tackle.
It's 1st and goal. Everybody up on the line. Looking for blockers. Through the middle. Breaks free. That was an almost perfect run in that type of situation.
He tucked that ball away, lowered his head, and boom, end zone.
And it's up, and the extra. And we go back to the game. James will be kicking off.
Number 23 and number 81.
He kicks it off. Hakeem will try to bring this one back.
This is where you want to be able to respond. You also don't want to panic because it's only the first quarter.
With the owner of a white convertible license number G819.
So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on their own 23.
Being towed.
Switch. Single. Hut.
Dropping back. Passing right. Abraham just couldn't find a way to come up with that one.
For number 89.
2nd and 10. With the toss. The defense did a nice job bottling them up there.
The defense did a good job of maintaining their composure on that play. Takes good discipline to maintain your position and not over pursue.
At the end of the first quarter, the score is Detroit 0, Arizona 7.
The teams have switched sides, and we'll start the second quarter. So they dug themselves into a hole here, a long 3rd down situation. Looking to pass. Steps up. Harrington lets it fly. Crowell can't come up with it on that attempt. Flowers with a nice tip.
Yeah, and all you have to do to make a guy miss is tip it so that the ball doesn't go where you expect it to go.
Jet is looking for a good punt here. Smith will bring this one upfield. Penalty marker down.
Holding, receiving team. Loss of 10 yards.
Let's get back to the play on the field. So they have 1st and 10 here. Four linemen and 3 linebackers lined up defensively. Davis to the outside. Number 56 with the tackle at the 42. Effective running there, and they pick up a 1st down.
A few more runs like that, and this defense is going to get an earful from the coach.
So they're almost within their kicker's range. Ball on the 42-yard line. Dropping back. He surveys the field. Green rolling over to his right. Hits his man with the pass. That reception moves the chains, and they pick up a 1st down.
Even the receiver was surprised how quickly that one got to him. That's the kind of thing you just hope you can hang on to as it goes by.
First and 10. Ball on the 18-yard line. The Cardinals are in the offset I formation. Looking downfield. Passing right. The defender broke that play up. Number 2 makes a great play by breaking that pass up.
He was in a great position to make that play.
It's 2nd down and 10 to go. They'll go with a pass. Looking for a receiver. Looking for the long completion. And he makes the grab. And a great throw for the touchdown.
Yeah, he threw that where only the receiver could get it.
And it's on its way. The extra. We'll go back to the play on the field. James will be kicking off.
Number 23 and number 81.
He sends it off. Thayer will bring this one upfield. Well, it appears he's injured. He's getting off the field okay, so we'll have to wait to find out what we can from Melissa in just a moment. It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 24. 4-man front this time. On the run. Searching for a seam. 4-yard gain on the play.
To the 29-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play.
Melissa, what have you heard down there?
The trainer wasn't able to give me much information on the injury, Al. He doesn't think that it's anything too serious, but they want to be sure before sending him back out into the field.
Thanks, Melissa. That's very good news. Brooks was dropped behind the line.
Yeah, and if you want to talk about the most effective way to stop the run, it's playing on the other side of the ball. When you get penetration like that, it's very hard for the offense to get positive yardage.
It's 3rd down and 7 to go. Ball on their own 27. Looking to throw. Steps up, passing to his right. The defender was able to get in there to disrupt the pass.
He really had to rush that throw. That was a situation where the defensive line made the job easy for the defensive backs.
They need 7. Back to the field. Jet is just about ready to punt this one away. Smith lines up deep for the punt return. And he signals for the fair catch. Smith saw them closing in fast, so he signaled for the fair catch.
He did the right thing, concentrated and caught the ball.
So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on their own 29. Dropping back. Looking for an option. Passes left. Number 81 was the intended target. The defender reached him just as he was throwing on that play.
He had no choice but to get rid of the ball.
2nd and 10. Ball on their own 29. Green sets up. He's looking to pass. Looking for an option. Passing to his right. He made the catch, but he was out of bounds.
Yeah, that play might have had a shot if the quarterback would have kept the pass in bounds.
3rd and 10. Ball on their own 29. Drops back. Looking downfield. Passes it out to the left. And incomplete. Let's get back to the action on the field. Player is just about ready to punt this one away. The returner holds it in and is looking for some room upfield. The defense shut down the offense the last time they had the ball.
Congratulations to the fans sitting in section 44, row 9, seat 13.
So they have 1st and 10 here.
EA Sports video game.
Looking for room. Searching for a seam. Brooks couldn't find much running room on that play.
Yeah, that's an important part of this team's offense.
And they need about 9. Ball on their own 40. 4 linemen and 3 linebackers lined up defensively. And they're able to connect on that one. 2 minutes to go.
16-yard gain.
Number 86 moves in motion. Looking throw. Harrington with the pass, and he stopped at the 39. Gain of 4. They need 5. Ball on the 39-yard line. Looking to throw. Surveying the field. Passing right. Great catch. That reception moves the change, and they pick up a 1st down.
Not only does he have a powerful arm, but he also has a quick release and accuracy to go along with it.
He's going to throw. Gets rid of it. And it's caught. And he's brought down at the 5-yard line. First down and goal to go. About 5 yards out. 5th play of this drive. Back to pass with the throw. Johnson couldn't make the catch. So the pass falls incomplete in the end zone.
2nd down is usually the time they'll call for a play pass. So they need to play discipline, bite too hard.
2nd and goal. Ball on the 5-yard line. And this is the 6th play of this drive. Breaks free of the defender. Smoot created problems in the backfield on that play. 3rd down now and goal to go. Ball on the 7-yard line. Big 3rd down now. They'll probably get the ball to their go-to guy and give him a chance to make a play. 3rd and goal. Harrington sends a man in motion. Looking to pass. From left. He just can't find a way to bring that one in. A lot of heat on that pass.
Well, he slung it in there, but the receiver just couldn't come up with it.
Hansen is looking to add to their total with this attempt. The kick is up. The field goal attempt is good.
2 minutes to go. 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 2 minutes to go.
back to the game.
Number 4 to kick off. Number 23 and number 89 deep to the
He gets the kick away. Smith is looking to pick up some blocking. The Cardinals will start this drive from the 25-yard line. They're trying to move the ball downfield and increase their lead before halftime. 1st and 10. Set. Looking to throw. Looking for a receiver. Green took a hard shot on that play.
And these hits really take a toll on you. You start to get up more slowly, and you want that line to do a better job of protection. Since they're probably just going to run it out to keep the clock moving, the defense should bring up the safety with 8 men in the box, unless they see the offense come out in a passing formation.
He really felt pressure there.
Pressure can really mess up the timing of the play. That pass was incomplete because the quarterback had to get rid of it before he wanted to.
Dropping back, looking for an option. Gets rid of it. He got incomplete. And we're back. As we near the end of the first half, the punt team comes in. Player will come into this game to punt. Fumbled. The Lions are there to pick up the ball.
This is where the defense needs to just play smart and not give up a big play. There's not a whole lot of time left, so they just need to prevent them from getting into field goal range.
Using motion. Drop back. Surveying the field. With the throw, the pass is picked off. And we go back in. Looking to pass. Looking downfield. Green throwing it to the left. The defender was able to put the pressure on, forcing the incomplete pass.
Getting pressure on the quarterback is the easiest way to disrupt a pass play. The defensive line should take full credit for that play.
Back to pass. He surveys the field. Passes it out to the left. Gets his hand on it. Let's look at that play from another angle. It's 3rd down, and they have a long way to go. Man in motion. Davis gets the toss. On the carry. And it looks like they'll mark it at the 48. That's the end of the second quarter with the score, Arizona 14, Detroit 3. And welcome back. So with halftime now over, let's take a look at how both teams performed in the first half. Hansen looks like he's just about ready to kick this one off. He sends this one toward the end zone. Smith fields it cleanly. Arizona comfortably ahead here. It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 28. Green sets up, drops back, looking for a receiver. Number 81 couldn't make the catch. He was to avoid the sack, but couldn't find a way to get that pass to his receiver.
He really had to rush that throw. That was a situation where the defensive line made the job easy for the defensive backs.
Green passes it right. And he stopped at the 41-yard line. The receiver did a good job bringing that pass in.
You can't have a great catch without a pretty good pass. And they had both on that play.
First and 10. Only one man back. He's looking to pass. Looking for an option. Gets rid of it. And he makes the grab. And the defender brings him down at the 44. And you know the defense is very angry at that missed opportunity.
Yeah, that's keeping your eye on what's going on out there.
They need 7. Quick drop. Looking for a receiver. Number 90 came free and picks up a sack.
And you have to give credit to the coverage.
And they'll face a long third down here.
Somebody get over there. Get over there.
Green gets set. Back to pass. Looking downfield. Passing to his left. Well, he's shaken up after that play, and we'll get you a report from the sideline when we get the information. So let's pick up the action. Player is just about ready to punt this one away. And he sends this punt deep downfield. Fair with the fair. And we go back to the game. Fair had no room for a return and called for the fair catch.
That was a smart thing to do with the coverage team closing in for a big hit.
So they have first and 10 here. Ball on their own 21. Dropping back. Harrington pass. Vilma records the tackle at the 29-yard line. Second and 2. Ball on their own 29. Using motion. Looking for room. Looking for room to the outside. And he's brought down at the 30-yard line. They kept this one on the ground.
This team's always trying to get a good mix of run and pass plays.
Let's check in quickly with Melissa.
Good news, Al. The trainer said he did sustain an injury, but it doesn't appear to be anything serious. His return is probable.
Thanks, Melissa. That's very good news. Dropping back with the throw. It's batted away. McKinnon looks as if he got a hand on that pass.
Yeah, you can tell by the way that thing just popped up there for grabs.
So it's second and 10. Four linemen and 3 linebackers lined up defensively. Harrington hands it off. And it looks like this one will be spotted at the 38. That time the defense ran it.
It's important to pound the defense with a run. Sooner or later, they're going to bend.
Third down and 4 coming up on this one. Ball on their own 38. 4 linemen and 3 linebackers lined up defensively. Brooks tucks it away. He tried to find something off the edge, John, but there wasn't anything there.
Yeah, but there was no corner to turn. He's looking.
Let's get back to the play on the field. Jet will come into this game to punt. Smith looks like he's ready for the return. Smith won't try to return this one. So the offense takes over, still trying to figure out this defense. First and 10. Ball on their own 27. 4-man front this time. He's going to throw. Surveying the field. Passes left. Hits the target with the pass. The quarterback showed you his great arm on that pass.
Not only can this guy make all the throws, he also rarely makes a bad decision out there.
We remind you that beer will not
So they have first and 10 here. Green sets up. He's going to throw. He surveys the field. Long throw. He just can't find a way to bring that one in. And he's unable to hang on to that one.
That's the old rule. If you get your hands on it, you got to catch it.
Second and 10. Ball on the 45-yard line. Four-man front this time. He's going to throw. Surveying the field. Gets the pass off. And he ducks out of bounds at the 17. He stayed barely in bounds for the reception.
That's a receiver who can use the whole field. With the way he can make all those sideline catches, it widens the field for the quarterback.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field stands. The player had control of the ball. The Lions will be charged a timeout.
And the official was unable to see anything to change his mind, so the call stands.
But they took the time to make sure.
Using motion. Davis gets the toss. Searching for a seam. Number 2 wraps him up and now has 4 tackles. They're going to keep testing this rushing defense.
The guy seems to get stronger every time he touches the ball.
It's second down and 7 to go. Ball on the 14-yard line. And it looks like an offset on. Dropping back. He goes to the left side. Gonzalez couldn't make the catch. So the pass falls incomplete in the end zone. Third and 7 coming up here. Nickel back in this time. Back to pass. He's looking. Green with the throw. Hits the target with the pass. The defender was out of position on the score.
Yeah, the defenders were looking one way while the play was going the other.
And it's up, and he tacks on the extra point. And so the we'll go back to the play on the field. James is back and ready to put this one in the air.
Number 23.
He kicks it off. He's looking for a few blocks. The defense will try to force them to punt again as they did the last time the offense had the ball. It's first and 10. Ball on their own 20. Harrington gets set. Number 86 moves in motion. Steps up into the pocket. The defense has it. Back to the field. So they're almost within their kicker's range. He's looking to pass. Looking for an option. Green throwing it to the left. John, he's hurt. We'll get an update from Melissa as soon as the extent of the injury is known. Second and 10. The quarterback gets set with only one back behind him. They'll go with a pass. He surveys the field. He goes to the left side. Hits his man with the pass. And he's brought down at the 19-yard line. That's the end of the third quarter. The Arizona Cardinals are well ahead of the Detroit Lions. 21-3. It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 19-yard line. Dropping back, looking for an option. Number 56 did a great job getting to the quarterback on that play. It's his first sack.
We also have to give credit to the secondary because there was just nowhere to throw the ball.
Dropping back, he surveys the field. Green passing over to his left. No completion there. Well, the quarterback did his part.
Sometimes you see the receivers drop the easiest passes. They must be thinking touchdown before making the catch.
3rd and long. With an extra DB, the defense is in the nickel. Looking to pass, throws it. Johnson couldn't make it complete. Let's get back to the action on the field. James looking to make a good kick here. And it's on its way. A nice kick, and it's good.
Number 12 to kick off. Number 23 and number 81.
He sends it off. He decides not to return this one. The Lions have their work cut out for them as they take over at the 20. First and 10. Back to pass. Harrington sends the pass away. He did a nice job knocking that ball down.
The receiver just didn't have good position on him.
Melissa, what have you heard?
Well, Al, it doesn't look good. I spoke to the team doctor, and he indicated that it's the type of injury that will take some time to heal. They're hopeful that he won't be out long, but his return is doubtful.
Thanks, Melissa. Well, that's good news because on the replay, it looked a lot more serious than that. He'll probably miss the rest of the game. So they have 1st and 10 here. The Lions line up in the shotgun. Dropping back, pumps, throws over to his right, hits his man with the pass. And so he was able to fire that one to his receiver, converting for a first down.
He's always had a great arm. And that's something you can't teach.
So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on the 43-yard line. He's looking to pass. Stepping up, throwing. Crowell couldn't make the catch. Flowers didn't even let it get to the receiver.
Yeah, just stick your hand in there and whap it down.
Second and 10.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Big play. Big play.
Dropping back, passing to his right. And he fails to hang on to that one. Harrington didn't appear to see the defenders on that play.
The defense was all over that one. They're lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
And here's a look at each team's success on 3rd down so far.
3rd down conversions is a keeper stat. When you convert on 3rd down, you keep 3 things. You keep your drive going, you keep their defense on the field, and you keep your defense resting on the sideline.
Smoot makes a great play, breaking up that pass.
Yep, nothing fancy there. Don't even give the receiver a chance. Just knock it down.
It's 4th down and 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43-yard line. Looking to pass. Uses the pump. Harrington looking for something on the right. He hits his receiver. A display of good concentration by the receiver.
If he can make catches like that regularly, he can expect to see more passes thrown in his direction.
Get me!
The Lions are in the offset I formation. Intercepted. He's to the 20, the 30, the 40, the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10, and he's in for the touchdown. A spectacular defense leads to the touchdown.
The coach loves it when a defender intercepts the pass and decides he's going to take it all the way back to pay dirt.
The kick is up, and he tacks on the extra point. James is back and ready to put this one in the air. He gets the kick away. Hakeem is looking for a nice return. The Lions have their work cut out for them as they take over at the 22. So here's how each team has done protecting the ball, or lack thereof, perhaps. So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on their own 22. Back to pass. Looking downfield. Harrington passes to his left. Smoot stopped him for his 3rd tackle so far. Joey Harrington picks up a few more yards there to put him over the 150 mark. The ball is right at midfield. Looking downfield. He's looking. Harrington sends the pass away. Abraham, the intended receiver. Not much touch on that pass.
It was an easy pass. How in the heck did he miss it?
So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on their own 48. 4-man front this time. He's going to throw. Looking for an option. Harrington throws, and he stopped at the 22-yard line. Good job of bringing the pass in.
This guy can really move. He turns things up 2 or 3 notches when it really counts. That's the kind of thing you love to see as a coach. Guys who have that 2nd and 3rd gear.
1st and 10. Quick drop. Throws it. He just couldn't bring that one in.
Well, the quarterback did his job, and he delivered the ball right to him. He's going to have some explaining to do in the huddle.
I doubt we'll see any blitzing from the defense from this point on. 2nd and 10. Ball on the 22-yard line. Dropping back. Surveying the field. With the pass. Hits his man with the pass. He threw it right in there for the score.
The receiver ran a perfect route, and he turned around just in time to see the ball and make the catch.
And it's up, and the extra point is good. Hansen trying for the onside kick.
Number 89 and number 23.
Here comes the kicking team to try for the recovery. Back to the game.
They just need to eat up clock now because they have this game pretty well in hand.
First and 10. Green under center. Using motion. On the carry. Running left. Number 21 makes his 5th stop of the game on that play.
A consistent running game is one of the keys to success. You just need to establish the run just to make the other team know that you can hurt them with it.
2nd and 8 coming up here. Set. Lynch comes in motion. With the carry. Claiborne hauls him down behind the line. He was trying to get to the corner on that play, but couldn't pick up enough blocks.
That's great containment by the defense. They were all in the right position, and there was just no place for them to run. I'm guessing this should be a run. The defense can't be lollygagging around, because if they are and they give up a first, this one's over.
Green passes left. He catches the bullet for the first down.
And it's a good thing he caught it. You don't want to drop those passes for first down.
Look, probably call a simple run play here. It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 11-yard line. Set. Using motion. Looking for blockers. Stuck step. And it looks like they'll mark it at the 9-yard line.
A running game doesn't always have to pick up huge yardage. When it's consistent and effective, it allows you to control the tempo of the game.
They're down inside the 10. Set. Hut! 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 Hut!
Tighten up, tighten up.
The final score is Arizona 31, Detroit 10. Reminder to join us next week for another high-powered matchup. Stay tuned now for your late local news. As the crowd continues to file in, we get set to bring you another exciting game. Well, it's shaping up to be a great finish to the season. Many teams still vying for playoff spots. So thanks for joining us as the Miami Dolphins match up against the Arizona Cardinals. I'm Al Michaels with my partner John Madden here to bring you today's game.
The offensive line will have to step it up because this guy's looking to make some plays. He knows every trick in the book. So you'll see him setting up guys, making them think he's going outside, then rip to the inside to get into the backfield.
Sam.
You have called tails. Arizona has won the toss and chooses to kick.
They're lined up for the kickoff, so let's get today's game started. James is just about ready to kick this one away.
87 and number 24 to receive.
Kicks it off. And welcome back. We'll go back to the play on the field. Flag down.
Illegal procedure. Kicking team, number 12.
Melissa, is there an update?
I talked to Coach McGinnis during pregame. He said that he plans on using some new guys in certain situations because of favorable matchups. We could see this early or possibly later in the game, so it's something to watch for, Al.
Thanks, Melissa. Number 17 throws right, so he ends up overthrowing his target.
No, and maybe he got held up on the line because their timing was really off on that pass.
Second and 10. He tucks it away. Williams through the middle. He looked for some room on that carry.
Yeah, it looks like establishing a sound running game is one of their priorities today.
Third and long. Ball on their own 41. They'll go with a pass. Surveying the field. Passing to his right. Jones, the intended receiver. A little too much on that pass, resulting in an overthrow.
He just threw that pass too hard. The receiver might have caught up with the ball if he used a little more touch.
It's fourth down, 9 yards to go. Ball on their own 41. Number 14 is looking for a good punt here. Smith is back to receive this kick. Smith is already looking upfield. Back to the field. First and 10. Ball on their own 41. Only one man in the backfield. He's going to throw. Passing right, hits the target with the pass. Quick decision by the quarterback on that play.
This guy's just like a gunslinger. He's never in a position where he thinks the throw is impossible.
Second and 7 coming up here. With an extra DB, the defense is in the nickel. Dropping back, looking downfield. Green gets dropped for a sack. Third and long. He's going to throw. Looking downfield. Passes left. And they're able to connect on that one. And so he was able to fire that one to his receiver, converting for a first down.
That guy's always had a great arm. That's something you can't teach.
So they have first and 10 here. With an extra DB, the defense is in the nickel. Looking downfield. Looking for an option. Throwing. Nice completion. At the 30. And he's brought down at the 23-yard line. He throws a perfect strike.
That was one heck of a throw. You could see it setting for the pad, then boom, it was gone.
Right. First and 10.
Back to pass. He's looking. Pass is left. And it's complete. The defense wasn't ready for that, and they pay the price on the touchdown pass.
Like everyone did on that play. To me, it looked like there were about 11 bites.
It's up. The point after is good. Let's get back to the action on the field. James in to kick this one off.
Number 87 and number 24.
He sends this one toward the end zone. Jones is heading upfield.
This is where you want to be able to respond. You also don't want to panic because it's only the first quarter.
It's first and 10. Only one man in the backfield, using motion. He's looking to pass. Downfield with the pass. It's broken up. He did a nice job knocking that ball down.
The receiver just didn't have good position on him.
It's second down and 10 to go. The Dolphins use motion. Through the middle. Williams stops him at the 26. That run won't move them far.
The lineman just failed to open up any hole to run through or give him room to work with.
And they'll face a long third down here. It's the pass off. Great catch. He couldn't find a way to get past the marker.
On third down, the receiver has to be aware that marker is. There's no excuse for running a route that doesn't take you beyond it.
Smith looks like he's ready for the return. Smith won't try to return this one. Smith. Back to the game. With an extra DB, the defense is in the dropping back, surveying the field. Going long. Broken up. Great play by getting a hand in it.
Nothing will frustrate a receiver more than knocking away his pass.
So it's second and 10.
With an extra DB, the defense is in the nickel. Looking for a receiver. Passes left. And he makes the grab. He displayed a lightning release on that pass.
Not only does he have a...
And we're back. It's first and 10. Ball on the 44-yard line. Drops back. Surveying the field. Passes left. Number 81. Can't come up with it on that attack. Bailey broke that pass up.
Great position and great reaction made that play happen.
So they're almost within their kicker's range. to throw. He's looking. Green rolling over to his right with the pass. And they're able to connect on that one. He lost it. The Dolphins grabbed the live ball. The defense came up to the ball on that one.
Maybe someone got to help.
And we go back to the game.
Arizona takes a timeout. 2 timeouts remain.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 27. Number 17, under center. Number 44, the motion man. With the carry, on the run, still running. And the defender brings him down at the 35-yard line. Second and 2 coming up here. Looking to throw. Throwing. Nice connection. Inside of the play. First and 10. Drops back. Looking downfield. Number 17 sends the pass away. The 50. And he's tackled at the 46. McGrath picked up good yardage after making the catch.
And you talk about ability to create after the catch, and that's what you need. The ball gets there quickly and he makes the catch. But it's the vision to pick up good yardage after the catch that makes this a great play.
First and 10. Four-man front this time. Drops back. Pass. And he hits his target. And he stopped at the 45-yard line. About 8 yards. Man in motion. Number 17. And he's brought down at the 36-yard line.
At the end of the first quarter, the score is Miami 0, Arizona 7.
And we're ready to start the second quarter. Back to pass. Throwing. Williams was the intended target. Number 17 looked a little uncomfortable in the pocket there.
It was an easy pass. How in the heck did he miss it?
Second and 10. Ball on the 36-yard line. And it looks like an offset on. Drops back with the throw. Gadsden just couldn't find a way to come up with that one. That pass falls incomplete.
He never looked comfortable in the pocket on that pass.
Third and long. Number 17 sets up. He's going to throw. Looking, passing to his left. Intercepted. Can't bring him down. So let's pick up the action. So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on their own 11. 4 linemen and 3 linebackers lined up defensively. Looking for an option. Passing to his left. Number 81 just couldn't find a way to come up with that one. Fletcher just knocked it down.
Yeah, just stick your hand in there and whap it down.
Inside their own 20. Looking to pass. He surveys the field. Passes it. He finds his man. The 40. Across midfield. The 30. The 20. The 10. He really gunned it in there for the score.
That's the pass he had to catch. It was right there in the old breadbasket.
Number 81 gets his 2nd touchdown catch of the game. And it's on its way. And let's get back to the play on the field. James is back and ready to put this one in the air. He sends it off. Jones fields it cleanly. Their last drive ended with a pick, and the offense right now ready to call their first play on this drive. It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 25. 4-man front this time, using motion. Number 17 gives the ball off. And he stopped at the 27. Not much on that play.
Yeah, you talk about a defensive line winning the battle, and this is what you mean. The running back gets to the line, and there's nowhere to go after that.
2nd and 8. Williams, long setback. He takes it away. Still running. And it looks like they'll mark it at the 41. He did a great job moving the ball on the ground there, John.
This guy has great speed. It allows him to outrun the defenders if he can get around the corner.
They line up in the I formation, looking for an opening. Weathersby wraps him up and now has 4 tackles.
This is what football is. Nose to nose. Whoever's the toughest wins.
Nine yards to go. Ball on their own 42. Number 17, under center, on the carry. And the defender brings him down. At the 38, he couldn't reach the corner on that run.
Yeah, as a back, you need to take what the defense is going to give you. That time, they wouldn't give him an inch.
So they dug themselves into a hole here, a long 3rd down situation. They'll go with a pass. He surveys the field, gets the pass off, and the catch is made. The Cardinals grab the live ball. So the coach throws the red flag, letting the referee know he wants him to look this one over.
After reviewing the play, no fumble occurred. No timeout will be charged to the Dolphins.
So he takes advantage of the option to challenge the play, and it pays off.
If you don't use them, they go to waste.
So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on the 46-yard line. Passing right. Gadsden couldn't make the catch, so he can't come up with it.
And nothing is more disheartening to a quarterback than a drop pass.
Congratulations to the fans sitting in section 10. C4.
So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on the 46-yard line. Number 17 sends a man in motion. Williams looking for room through the middle. Coleman takes him down at the 43. Trying to find a hole and just got what he could.
Yeah, he tried to stretch it outside, but the defense was quick to react to the play, and even quicker to move off their blocks and get in a position to cover the hole.
They're just about in field goal range. Looking downfield, throwing, and he makes he can't haul it in. Number 17 didn't show much touch on that pass.
You got to deliver the ball out there quickly, but it has to be catchable. You got to use some touch.
Number 14 is back to punt. Smith sets up, waiting for the punt. He's waving for the fair catch. Well, the offense is back on the field again. Their last drive, they moved the ball very well, especially through the air on their way to a touchdown. So they have 1st and 10 here. Using motion. Tosses it back. Davis with the carry. He tried to find something off the edge, John, but there wasn't anything there.
Yeah, but there was no corner to turn. He's looking for the corner. They just never got there.
Drops back. He surveys the field, gets the pass off, and it's complete. Two minutes to go. And we go back to the game. So they have 1st and 10 here. Using motion. With the throw, number 81 was the intended target. We put a little too much on that one.
I wonder if that one slipped out of his hand. It was clearly off target.
I'm sure they'll be going to the air as long as they have the ball. 2nd and 10. He's looking to pass. He surveys the field. Green passes to his left. Number 81.
It's frustrating as a coach when you see a guy make a great one-handed catch and then drop the easy one.
3rd and 10. Ball on their own 41. Dropping back. Looking downfield. Gets the pass off. And he makes the grab. He rifled it out there.
Passes like that have been known to dislocate receiver's finger. You might want to double check and make sure you can move them well. They can run about anything here in the next couple of downs. I'm sure they'd like to get a touchdown out of it, and it'd be a real boost for them going into the half.
Green with a man in motion. He's looking upfield. Davis to the outside. The defense did a good job stopping the run on that play.
When you run the ball in the first half, you're trying to keep the defense on it. But if you're only getting gains like that in the second half, then it puts more pressure on your passing game.
2nd and 8 coming up here. Ball on the 34-yard line. Looking to throw. Looking for a receiver. Green looking for the long completion down the left side. He does a nice job bringing in the pass.
That one was thrown so hard, I think it took the air right out of the receiver.
They're in a good position to get at least a field goal before the half, and with the timeouts they have, it might turn out to be a touchdown. So it's 1st and goal. 7th play of this drive. Dropping back, surveying the field, rolls right. With the pass, it was tipped, so the pass falls incomplete in the end zone. So with their 2nd down play, they'll try to move closer to the end zone, and with timeouts left, could try to do it through the air or on the ground. 2nd and goal. 7 yards to the goal line. 4-man front this time. Dropping back, surveying the field. Throws it out over to the left. Bailey knocks this down.
He was in a great position to make that play. Good routes by the receivers will be the key if they're hoping to get this first. I wouldn't be surprised to see their back flare out toward the sidelines, especially if there's a blitz.
They'll go with a pass. Rolling out to his right. Gets rid of it. Knocked away. Great tweet. And welcome back. James will try to come through with the field goal here. The kick is up. The kick is good. He gets the kick away. Dixon will try to bring this one back.
Now you start to look around and you figure who are the go-to guys? The guys who can respond and get this game close again.
It's 1st and 10. Four-man front this time. Williams on the carry. Stiff arm there. McKinnon with the tackle at the 34-yard line. He was able to pick up good yardage on that play.
When you have a back who can pick up big chunks of yardage on his carries, it forces the defense to bring another man up to the line of scrimmage to try and control him.
It's 1st and 10. Number 17 sets up. Drops back. Looking for an option. With the throw, nice reception. So that tackle now gives him 4.
Miami takes a timeout. We have 1 timeout remaining.
I don't think they can do much more than just throw one long. So I'm sure the defensive coach is telling his guys, don't get beat deep.
With 2 extra defensive backs, the defense is in the dime. Dropping back with the pass. Jones was the intended target on that pass attempt. It's the end of the second quarter with the score, Arizona 7-3. Miami throw. Miami needs to rebound as the third quarter gets underway. Marley will be kicking off. He kicks it off. The kick returner will try to run this one back.
Now you start to look around and you figure who are the go-to guys? The guys who can respond and get this game close again.
First and 10. Looking downfield. Passes left. And caught. Great effort there. That reception moves the chains, and they picked up a first down.
Even the receiver was surprised how quickly that one got to him. That's the kind of thing you just hope you can hang on to as it goes by.
It's first and 10. Ball on their own 33. He hands it off, and he's brought down at the 32. Looks for a seam in the middle, but there's nothing there.
The defense had great penetration, and they were right there to cover their gap assignments.
Using motion. Dropping back, stepping up. Green lets it fly, so he can't bring it in.
There's just no excuse for that. He's getting paid a lot of money to make those catches.
Third and long. Ball on their own 32. They'll go with a pass. Looking for an option. Gets rid of it. Number 81 couldn't make the catch. And he's unable to make the catch on third down.
Drops on third down that would have gotten you a first down could really demoralize the team. The quarterback makes a good play, but the guy on the other end can't come up with it.
Player lines up in the backfield for the punt. Dixon lines up deep for the punt return. Dixon will return this punt. Still not a bad return. It's time to see what the offense can do now as they come back out onto the field.
The coverage guys got downfield quick enough to prevent anything from developing.
So they have first and 10 here. Ball on their own 35. Looking to pass. Steps up. Passes left. Nice completion. And he stops at the 37-yard line. So a pickup of maybe 3. Dropping back. Surveying the field. Douglas got in there for the sack.
The quarterback needs to be decisive under pressure. He needs to find his go-to guy if he feels that pressure coming.
Third down and a long coming up here. Ball on their own 33. Back to pass. Looking for a receiver in the middle. Williams is starting to make his presence felt out there. Good body control there as he hauls it in for his first reception of the day. 7 yards to go. Number 14 will come into this game to punt. Smith looks like he's ready for the return. Smith signals fair catch on this punt. Good coverage, and so a fair catch was called.
Some of those guys won't call a fair catch no matter how close someone is. And once they try and return it, whap, the guy knocks him silly and calls for a fair catch the rest of the game.
It's first and 10. Green hands it off. Up the gut. Smith with the tackle at the 32. And that's a gain of about 8. 2 yards to go. Woods makes the tackle at the 39. He laid a good hit on him there for his 5th tackle of the game. First and 10. Four linemen and 3 linebackers lined up defensively. Green passes left. Mitchell stopping for his 3rd tackle so far. First and 10. The Cardinals are in the offset I formation. Looking to pass. Throws over to his right. Still running. And he's stopped at the 12. First and 10. Quick drop. Dumps the pass off. Gets his hand on it. Fletcher swatted that pass down.
You know, the quarterback needs to put that ball in a position where the defender can't get to it. That didn't happen there.
We'll go back to the play on the field. Four linemen and 3 linebackers lined up defensively. Looking to throw. Green passes left. Great catch. He gets that short pass into the end zone on that one.
He sure did. The quarterback knew exactly where he was going to be and threw the ball right on target.
So he found his target, and for the 3rd time, it goes for a touchdown. Right. And it's up, and the extra. Back to the field. James in to kick this one off. He sends this one toward the end zone. Jones is looking to pick up some blocking.
If they want to make this a game, they have to buckle down, avoid mistakes, and work hard to dig themselves out of this hole.
So they have first and 10 here. Using motion. He's looking to pass. Looking for an option. Number 17 passes it right. The blocking broke down on that play, allowing the defender to get to the quarterback as he was releasing the ball.
He really had to rush that throw. That was a situation where the defensive line made the job easy for the defensive backs.
So it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to pass. With the throw, McGrath can't come up with it on that attempt. A great job to break up that pass.
I'm not surprised. That was a tough pass.
Third down and long coming up here. With 2 extra defensive backs, the defense is in the dime. Throws over to his right. Jones was the intended target on that pass attempt.
Number 87.
Number 14 lines up in the backfield for the punt. And he waves for the fair catch. Smith had no room for... Let's get back to the action on the field. It's 1st and 10. Green sets up on the carry. Looking to turn it upfield. Mitchell was in on the play again for another tick on the...
When you compound the team with your running game, it allows your defense to rest up and get ready to shut down their offense.
And they need about 9. The quarterback gets set with only one back behind him. Quick drop. He's looking. He dumps the quarterback for a loss. His first sack.
And that's just hustle right there. He had him in his sights, and he wasn't going to be stopped till he got to the quarterback.
3rd and long. Looking downfield. Looking downfield. Passing right. And he drops the pass. He was able to avoid the sack, but couldn't find a way to get that pass to his receiver.
Getting pressure on the quarterback is the easiest way to disrupt the pass play. The defensive line should take full credit for that play.
Player will come into this game to punt. He gets all of this one. On their last drive, it was 3 plays. Back to the game. It's 1st and 10. Dropping back. Pump faking. Ryan with the stop at the 38. It hasn't been easy when he's dropped back to pass as we take a look at the numbers. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. The Arizona Cardinals are well ahead of the Miami Dolphins, 24-0. And we'll start the 4th quarter. Using motion. Dropping back, surveying the field. With the throw, the pass is picked off. He can't wrap him up. He threw that one into coverage.
He just jumped right up there and picked that ball up.
And we're back. So they have 1st and 10 here. Quick drop. Looking for an option with the pass. Number 81, the intended receiver. And below you can see how these two teams have done the turnover battle. It's 2nd down and 10 to go. Drops back. Surveying the field. Number 11 reaches the quarterback and hauls him down to the turf. 3rd and long. Only one man in the backfield. He's looking to pass. Looking for a receiver. Tosses it right. Nice completion. And it looks like number 10 throw. And we go back to the game. 4th and 7 coming up. Dixon will be looking to give his team good field position here. He signals for a fair catch. So the offense will take over after the fair catch.
There was no need to try and return that one. And he made the right decision there.
With the owner of the Red Sports Bar, since number 261E93.
So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on their own 19. 4 linemen and 3 linebackers lined up defensively. Quick drop. Passes it. He hits his receiver. Vilma laid a good hit on him there for his 5th tackle of the game. Second and 2 coming up here. Ball on their own 28. Here comes the blitz. Gets rid of it. And it looks like this one will be spotted at the 48. He didn't have to make any adjustments to come up with that catch.
A few more like that, this guy's going to be in the All-Madden team.
First and 10. Ball on their own 48. 4-man front this time. Looking to throw. Gets the pass off. And a good defensive play.
One thing remains constant. No matter what kind of quarterback you are, rushing your throws is going to end up in incompletion or worse.
So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on their own 48. He's looking to pass. Gets the pass off. Gadsden was the intended target on that pass attempt. He had good awareness and got a finger on it.
Yeah, and all you have to do to make a guy miss is tip it so that the ball doesn't go where you expect it to go.
The ball is right at midfield. He's looking to pass. Number 17 with the pass. Jones can't come up with it on that attempt. Number 17 had to unload that pass in a hurry.
I'm not surprised that that pass went incomplete. I don't think he could even see past that big old defensive line in rushing.
4th and 10. Ball on their own 48. With 2 extra defensive backs, the defense is in the dime. Man in motion, looking to pass. He surveys the field. Passes left. Number 2 just on. So let's pick up the action. Ball right around midfield. 4-man front this time, using motion. Searching for a seam. Looking for an opening. And he goes out at the 36. It's 1st and 10. Only one man in the backfield. He's going to throw. Surveying the field. Green looking for the long completion down the left side. He had a quick release on that pass.
Well, it's a good thing he caught it. You don't want to drop those passes the first down.
It's 1st and goal. Ball on the 9-yard line. And it looks like an offset on. Drops back. He surveys the field. With the throw, he makes a great play by breaking the pass.
He tried to guide it in there, but it didn't work.
2nd and goal. 9 yards out. 4-man front this time. Looking to throw. Looking for a receiver. Passes it. Picked off. Sam Madden. Let's get back to the play on the field. First and 10. Number 17, under center. He's looking to pass. And the catch is made. He really let fly.
When you have a guy with a quick release like this, it can really frustrate the pass rush. Seems like he always gets rid of it just before they can get to him.
So they have first and 10 here. Ball on their own 32. Four-man front this time. Drops back, passing to his left. He couldn't hang on.
Well, the quarterback did his job, and he delivered the ball right to him. He's going to have some explaining to do in the huddle.
So it's second and 10. Looking to pass. Gets the pass off, and he hits his target. And it looks like they'll mark it at the 42-yard line. So they have first and 10 here. Ball on their own 42. Looking to pass, throwing. He hits his receiver. The receiver did a good job bringing that pass in.
You can't have a great catch without a pretty good pass. And they had both on that play.
First and 10. Quick drop. Looking for an option. Tosses it right. And they're able to connect on that one. He zipped that ball to his receiver.
That quarterback is really special. Not only does he have the arm, but he can also guide it in there with some touch if he needs to.
Second and 1 coming up. The Dolphins line up with 4 wide receivers. They'll go to the pass. Dumps the pass off. Flowers gets on the stat sheet for picking up his first tackle of the game. They're in the red zone. He's going to throw. Looking for an option. Throwing. And he finds the open man. The defender was caught out of position on the score.
Yeah, the defenders were looking one way while the play was going the other.
Quick drop. Pump faking. Throwing. Jones was the intended receiver. They don't get the 2 points.
You can do the math on these attempts, and you can see that if you go for it in certain situations, but if you lose by 1, then everyone says it was a wrong decision.
Mare sets up for the onside kick. Here comes the kicking team to try for the recovery. Flag down.
That's a 5-yard penalty.
Number 10 to kick off. Number 89 and number 83.
The kicking team moves in for the live ball. The returner looking for room upfield.
They just need to eat up clock now because
And we go back to the game.
They've almost got this game won, but they still need to run it to make the defense use their timeout.
1st and 10. Ball on the 34-yard line.
Set.
Green gives the ball off. Number 11 stops him for negative yardage. The offensive line looked like they just collapsed on that play.
The offensive line has to get good movement on the snap of the ball for the inside run to work, and it didn't happen on that play. They've almost got this game won, but they still need to run it to make the defense use their timeouts.
Green sets up. The Cardinals use motion. With the carry. And that tackle gives him 3 in the game.
A good running game is not always measured in yards. Its effectiveness should be measured by whether it helped you win the game.
3rd and long. Ball on the 35-yard line. With an extra DB, the defense is in the nickel. They'll go with a pass. Looking downfield. Taylor was intent on getting to the quarterback on that play.
He got there and boom, he made himself a quarterback pancake.
They can't quite close this one out. They'll have to punt it away, and clearly the opposition will do everything they can to block it. Back to pass. Surveying the field. Throws it. Hits his man with the pass. He really zipped that pass in there.
Hey, I think we need to get this guy throws on the radar gun. That thing had a vapor trail.
With the defense not having all of its timeouts, they'll probably come out and take a knee here on 1st down. They're inside the 20. Green sets up. And the clock runs out. The final score is Arizona 24, Miami 6. A reminder to join us next week for another exciting NFL game. This has been a presentation of EA Sports. And this is Al Michaels for our entire crew saying good night.